Hello gamers, welcome to Teesside Town Spat Report. Today I'm taking on Will. He's got his demons. We're playing here in Outpost 13. We're playing Contact Lost. This is the board. We have fortifications here. Objectives on the bunker there and on the bunker this side. There's one here by the trench line. In the open ground here there's one, and in this building is another, and then the Shrine of the Emperor is another objective. It's a 2,000 point game. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be fun. Let's go and look at the armies.
So this is the 2,000 points of Nurgle Daemons I'm using today. It's a battalion detachment with a super heavy auxiliary detachment. So the army consists of 2 units of Plague Bearers, there and there. Unit of 5 Nurglings, 2 Demon Princes, Countess Epidemus model, which I've never used before, so you'll probably die first turn. Got Scabraks there, Pad's scared of him. I've got 3 Plague Riders, and then lastly 2 Soul Grinders. That's 2,000 points.
And these are my guard, 2,000 points. I have battalion detachment led by Creed himself, and we've got Kel back. He has a command squad with Medic, Fox, Heavy Flamer and Flamer, a Master of Ordnance, a Master for Fleet, and an Astra path here. I then have 4 troops choices, 4 squads of guard, each with a flamer, and 1 squad has an autocannon, 1 has a missile launcher, and 1 has a heavy bolter. Fast attack choices, I have a scout sentinel and a hellhound, and on my heavies I have 1 las cannon heavy weapon team and 1 mortar team there to sit at the back of my army, and then 2 Leman battle tanks with las cannons, heavy bolters, and the big guns. And then I have a vanguard detachment led by my Psyker here with 2 commissars and a priest. And then I have another vanguard detachment led by my Lord Commissar, a special weapon squad with 2 grenade launchers and a plasma gun. Alpha team, my veterans with 2 flamers and a heavy flamer, and then a Valkyrie. And another squad of veterans with 2 plasma guns, melter gun, plasma pistol, and I also have the Death Strike missile launcher in that detachment there. All told, I'm getting 10 command points, so that's a fair few. I've got a lot of men, but those demons look very scary. And that's set up for our armies. Over here, the Imperial Guard have came to take back Outpost 13. They swarmed over the defences, and there was nobody in sight. However, as they came into the compound, a great horde of flies descended upon the battlefield, and the Nurgle forces appeared. We have 2 soul grinders here. We have the big, scary, great unclean one right out front of the army there. Nurglings sitting in objective. Epidermis sat here, holding this objective, 2 demon princes, and the big plague hounds here, ready to surge forward. The other 2 units of plague hounds are in reserve. And my army, well, I've got my hellhound here. It's got a special weapon team there, and Lean Russ on this flank. 1 squad holds this bunker, and then I have squads of guys in the centre, ready to move forward. Scout Sentinel, my Astropath, Commissar, Priest, and my Psyker there, going to give some support. My las cannons, good fields of view over there. And then in the backfield, Creed, the mortars, the Death Strike. A squad of veterans here, holding this side. And then on my far flank, I have Alpha Team and Valkyrie with the Lord Commissar, ready to do some heroics. My last team Russ, and my last squad here, holding this flank. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be nasty. Let's go roll some dice. Let's go on to turn 1. Okay, start turn 1, and well, Creed and his tactical genius. I stole initiative from Will. I'm going first. However, I drew Blood and Guts for my first card, and well, let's have a look over here. Okay, start turn 1, and Creed's tactical genius. I stole the initiative of Will, so the guard going first. However, guard really aren't suited for close combat, and the Nurgle forces are far, far away from me. I think I'm going to use 3 command points to use temporary comms uplink and choose another card. So, my other card is Defend Objective 3. Let's go and see where it is. And Objective 3 is here, held by Soul Grinder and the big Great Unclean One. Not a great use of command points there. Let's go and shooting. Let's go moving and shooting. Let's go and do some damage. So that's the end of turn 1 movement for the guard, and pretty much have stayed put apart from a few squads of infantry who've moved forward to just act as a bit of a buffer between them and my backfield here. The Scout Sentinel has also moved up and is going to be putting some firepower on the big demon here. Let's go on Psychic and Shooting phase. Let's see what the guard are going to do. Okay, that's the end of Shooting phase and Psychic phase, and to be honest, my luck wasn't great. My battle tanks did no damage because pretty much everything fired at the big greater demon here. All my whole army was able to do 6 wounds on him, and 2 of those were from mortars. Everything else did very little damage apart from a couple wounds on this Soul Grinder. Not the best turn, I've got no points. And now we're going to go on to Nurgle, turn 1. I'm going to see what these followers of Plague do. So start turn 1 for the forces of Nurgle, and Will drew secure objective 2, which is here, held by my guards there. So he used 3 command points, and he drew secure objective 3, which is right in the middle of his army, held by Soul Grinder and the big guy himself. So that's going to be a point for Will. Let's go on movement phase. Let's see what we're going to do. So that's the end of movement phase for forces of Nurgle, and they've all advanced forward, apart from the 2 Soul Grinders who've only crawled forward slowly. The 2 Demon Princes and the big Plague Hounds have bounded over the pipes, heading towards my lines, and the big guy himself has lumbered forward. He's going to be doing some very nasty things to this squad here. Let's go on a Psychic and Shooting phase. Let's see what we're going to unleash. Okay, that's the end of Psychic and Shooting phase. Over here, the 2 Demon Princes destroyed 4 members of this squad here, reducing them to ash with Smite. Both the Soul Grinders fired at my Leman Russ battle tanks and did no damage, unable to get past the thick armour. And then Scabrax opened up fire at this squad here, opened its mouth and let loose a stream of bile and corruption, destroying 4 of them. In the Psychic phase he tried to heal, but with the aid of command point, my Psyker was able to stop him getting any wounds back. Let's go on to charge phase. Let's see if Force and Nurgle are going to make it into combat. So at the end of the combat phase, the Greater Demon here destroyed that squad, and he's consolidated into my priest there. So I think he's gone bye-bye. Over here, this Demon Prince has claimed objective 2, killed the squad in the bunker there. And over here, this Demon Prince was unable to do any damage against my Leman Russ, but he's tied him up, so he's not going to get shot by that this turn. It's not looking good. Let's go and look at objectives. So at the end of turn 1, and Will has secure objective 3 and secure objective 2, which along with First Blood has given him 3 points to my 0. Let's go on to Imperial Guard. Turn 2. Let's see if we can get some points. Okay, start turn 2, and I drew Defend Objective 4, which is He by my mortars, and I drew Overwhelming Firepower, Kill Someone and Shooting phase. Let's go to movement, and let's see what we can do. So that's in my movement phase, turn 2, My Valkyrie's gone into hover mode, it's turned around here, it's going to be putting some shots down onto the big guy here. This Leman Russ came on corner as a this squad, and they're going to be adding their firepower into the destruction of this beast. Everything else over here has fallen back. My priest has left combat. My psychers have came forward. They're going to use the powerful warp to send this guy home. And over here, these guys have stayed put. But my other veteran squad came up. They're going to be putting some firepower on the Demon Prince here. My Hellhound is ready, and my Leman Russ has fallen back there. Creed has advanced forward, basically, so I've got more range on my orders. And that's it. Let's go on to the second shooting phase, and let's see what we can do. Okay, that's in my shooting phase, and, well, it went terrible, to be honest. I caused a few wounds on Scabrax here, reducing his stats down a bit. And over here, despite all my army shooting, I was only able to kill either of these Demon Princes. I didn't kill a single person. And that's with my Master of Ordnance, my Master Fleet firing, and everything else that could firing at these guys. I was unable to kill them. So that's no points this turn. Combat, I'm not going to be charging, and I think that's it. Not looking good. Not a great turn for the guard. Let's go on to Nurgle, turn 2. Let's see how many more points Will can get. The start of Will's turn 3, and he drew secure objective 1, which is here, held by my las cannons, but not for much longer, because Scabrax is just there. He also drew Scour of Skies, so kill my Valkyrie, which isn't hard because it's in hover mode, Domination, and Big Game Hunter. So it's going to be a lot of points this turn, and once again the guard are getting beat. Let's go on to moving phase. Let's see what forces Nurgle are going to do. Okay, end of moving phase, turn 2 for the Nurgle forces. These Plague Hounds have leapt over the pipes, heading over here towards this special weapon team. Both the Soul Grinders have stayed put. A unit of Plague Hounds have been summoned here, ready to fight for Nurgle. The Warlord remains put there, ready to do some charging. And this Demon Prince remains on the bunker, while this one flies over here and is heading towards Creed. Not looking good. Let's go on the second shooting phase, and let's see how many guard they're going to kill. So that's the end of the shooting phase, and, well, it was nasty considering the Nurgle army isn't a shooty army. Scabrax here caused 6 wounds on my Valkyrie here, and then the Soul Grinders on fire, and between them we were able to kill my fully healthy Hellhound there, which was not good. This shooty army of mine, for guard, did absolutely nothing last turn, and these Nurgle forces, which aren't a shooty army, were able to kill one of my tanks straight off. Not looking good whatsoever. Let's go on assault phase, and let's see how much murder these guys are going to do. Okay, that's the end of the assault phase. Scabrax charged my Valkyrie, blew it up, and has now moved into the survivors of Alpha Team here. And over here, well, the Hounds destroyed my special weapon squad when they advanced towards the Leman Russ. And the Soul Grinder came crawling over the containers here and destroyed my Sentinel. Not looking good at all. Let's go and see how many points Will's got. At the end of turn 2 for the Demons, and Will has Big Game Hunter and Scour Skies. He's used another command point, so he's down to 1. And he still has secure objective 1, which is held by my las cannons, and Domination. And to show you how confident he is, he's not getting rid of Domination because he's going to win. My guys are falling like a house of cards. Let's go on to turn 3 for Imperial Guard, and let's see if we can actually do something this game. Okay, so start turn 3, and I've drew secure objective 4. Hold the line. I still have defend objective 4 and overwhelming firepower. So objective 4 is here, held by my mortars. This prince has to die. This prince has to die, and these dogs have to die to get me hold the line. We're going to have to do it. Let's go on movement. Let's see if Creed can come up with some tactical genius to keep me in the game. Okay, end of my movement phase. Alpha Team have fallen back from Scabrax here, ready to put a line between them and the Leman Russ. this squad has stayed put, and my Lord Commissar has also fallen back behind Alpha Team. Over here, Creed and Kel have pushed forward to get a greater range on their command radius of their orders to get these guys back in the fight so they can burn this monstrosity. And elsewhere, pretty much everything has stayed put apart from these guys who've moved up to put some firepower on them, or on this Demon Prince, or on this one if needed. It's going to take some luck, which has been in short supply so far. Let's go on the psychic phase and the shooting phase, and let's see what the guard can do. Okay, end of shooting phase, and over here I was able to cause 4 wounds, I think 5 wounds on Scab Rex, mainly with a battle cannon from the Limrus here. Over here I was unable to kill this guy. He made some saves and my dice rolling was terrible. I did kill this Demon Prince with fire from these guys, a metal gun, and I was unable to kill this last model there, so I'm not getting that point this turn, I don't think. Again, not a very good turn. Dice rolling was terrible, but we're going to go into the assault phase and we're going to see if a priest can take out Demon Prince. So, we're on to the assault phase, and these guys have charged in and used my last command point to get there, and hopefully we'll bring this guy down. And then over here, all my independent characters basically, my command team, Kel and priests, both my psychers have charged this Demon Prince. We're going to take him down. Let's go roll some dice. So at the end of shooting phase, end of the combat phase, my guys did no damage over here. However, the plague hound struck back and caused 3 wounds on William Russ. Then over here, combined attacks from everything here did nothing apart from my psyker, my primary psyker, who was able to pull down the Demon Prince. Still haven't got over the line because these guys survived, but we do have overwhelming firepower for killing Demon Prince. Defend objective 4, so that's 2 points, and secure objective 4. Give me another point there. Not bad turn. However, the demon forces have got harder now due to the Talia, Nurgle and Epidermis. They're even tougher. Let's go on to Nurgle, turn 3. So start Will's turn 3, and he had secure objective 1 and domination already, and he's drew assassinate, kill one of my command, defend objective 1 and secure objective 1. Which means these guys are probably going to die this turn. Let's go on to movement phase. Let's see what Scarbax is going to do. And that's the end of movement phase. Turn 3 for Force and Nurgle. Scarbax has moved slightly towards Malian Russ and this squad. The Soul Grinder has moved into support. I think Alpha Team are dead this turn. Over here, the Plague Hounds are sitting on objective 3, and Epidermis has summoned another set to give him company over here, give him some protection. And then, in the centre of the board, the Soul Grinder has crawled over the containers and he's heading towards my guard. Let's go on the second shooting phase. Okay, end of shooting phase. This Soul Grinder killed one of his squad, and unfortunately my Commissar was closest, so he got shot as well. Over here, I lost one guy to the pistols from Plague Hounds as they spat up vomit on him. And then over here, Scabrax, he belched into this bunker here and he destroyed my las cannon team. While over here, these guys were killed by the vile powers of a warp harnessed by Scabrax as well. Let's go on to assault phase. So at the end of the assault phase, Scabrax there easily destroyed the remainders of Alpha Team and is consolidated into my tank, tying that up again for another turn. Over here, the Soul Grinder killed one of my guardsmen here, but did no other damage, so they're tied up for another turn. And over here, the Plague Hounds did no damage and suffered 1 wound in return. So at the end of turn 3 for Will, and he got assassinated for killing my Commissar, and that's the only point he's got. He's winning domination. Let's go on to guard, turn 4. So start turn 4, and I drew secure objective 3, which is on the other side of the battlefield, held by 20 Plague Hounds. Not looking good. Let's go see if you can get hold the line and kill these units off. Okay, End of my moving phase. This bus has fallen back from Scabrex there, and these guys are going to hopefully put some pain on him. In the centre of the board, this squad has fallen back from Soul Grinder, Kel, my priest, are moving in to engage, and over here, this veteran squad, and William Russ have fallen back again. Hopefully allow me to get some firepower onto those plague hounds. Let's go on Psychic shooting phase. Let's see what my Astra Path and Psyker can do. Okay, end of the shooting phase. This squad, with help from Orders from Creed, getting them back in fight, we're able to bring down the dog there, getting them out of my deployment zone. Over here, psychic powers and shots came in, reducing this Soul Grinder to 4 wounds left, and it's got a toe in my deployment zone here. So Kel and my priest gonna have to go in and kill it, and then last roll of turn for Death Strike. It fired close target. It blew away Scabrex, getting me Slaver Warlord. Let's go on assault phase. Let's see if we can get hold line. Okay, end of combat phase, and my priest was able to do 1 wound on Soul Grinder, but then it struck back and crushed Kel's body. Not looking good. I didn't get any points this turn apart from Slaver Warlord, and I'm discarding hold objective 3. Let's go on to Nurgle, turn 4. Okay, start of Will's turn. He drew Psychological Warfare. He got Mission Critical Objective, and he rolled 5, which is here, held by the Nurglings. And he has Blood and Guts, as well as 3 cards for Objective 1. Let's go on moving phase. Okay, end of moving phase. This Soul Grinder is starting to climb above the bunker to get Objective 1. And the last hound over here has moved on to the bunker here to get Objective 2. Other than that, everything else has stayed put. Let's go on the shooting phase. Let's see what we're going to do. So, very quick turn shooting. This Plague Hound was unable to do any damage on this squad, and because he'd ran, the Soul Grinder was unable to fire. We'll get back to you at the end of combat. And that's the end of the assault phase. The Soul Grinder ripped apart the priest, leaving just the Commissar left, who did no damage in return. Let's go and look at objectives. Okay, objectives. Will has Mission Critical Objective number 5, held by his Nurglings, and Blood and Guts for destroying my priest. He's got lots of Objective 1s here. He's going to get those next turn if we don't stop him. Let's go on to turn 5. So on to my turn 5. I drew Domination, so I'm not even going to bother looking at that card. These units around here, the Hellhound have moved forward. They're going to try and put some damage onto this Soul Grinder. And over here, these squads moved up. This has to die, and this has to die. Let's go on to second shooting phase. That's the end of the shooting phase, and I didn't kill any of these units. I caused 1 wound on this Soul Grinder with firepower from the tanks over that side. And then move a battle tank, did no damage against this one. Will made the saves, and the last hound here lives on 1 wound. No points this turn. Let's go on to Nurgle, turn 5. Start of Will's turn, and Will got behind him lines and air denial, so it's going to get some points there. Let's go see what he does. Okay, end of moving phase. Epidemus and both squads of Plague Hounds have stayed where they were, and then the Soul Grinders have moved forward, getting close to my men, backed up by the last Plague Hound there, and that one's taking the objectives. Let's go on to the shooting phase. So that's the end of the turn. The shooting destroyed my mortars here, both the Soul Grinders firing, and then in the combat, this Soul Grinder killed one of my guard here, one of them ran off, and I did 1 wound in return, and then the Plague Hound dragged down my Commissar. Let's go and look at objectives. Okay, Will's got Secure Objective 1 twice and Psychological Warfare, and he has behind him lines with 3 units and air denial within 12 inches of board is clear. It's 2d3. Will's going to roll. It's 4 points. Not good at all. A lot of points that turn. Let's see if the game ends on a 1 or 2. It continues. Let's go on to turn 6. So, start my turn 6. I didn't get any cards. I'm not holding any objectives. These units have fallen back. I'm going to smite this thing to death. Everything else is going to shoot this guy. And my Lord Commissar is making a break with the enemy lines. Let's go on a cycling shooting phase. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that's the end of the cycling phase, shooting phase, and my turn 6. And, well, I was able to kill the dog with smite and take this guy to 1 wound. And did a few wounds on him, damage but nothing major. That's the end of it. Let's go on to Nurgle, turn 6. Start turn 6 and Will's drew secure objective 6. He starts defending objective 1, so that's 2 points. Over line, defend objective 6 and secure objective 4. A lot of points there. Get back to the end of the turn. Okay, that's the end of the turn and the end of the game. These Soul Grinders killed the Astra path and killed a few more guard. And then that's it really. We're going to count the points up. I think Will's won. Yep, we've counted points up and it was a slaughter to Force Nurgle. Will got 18 points and I got 5. Wasn't a good game for the guard. My luck was terrible and the cards just weren't helpful. Guard really suffer, I think, in Millstone missions. They're not fast enough to claim objectives and they're not tough enough to survive long on the board. Never mind. Thanks for a very good game, Will. Thanks for you guys for watching. Take care and keep rolling 6s.